No, I am not planning on robbing a bank. Even though the van is still down and I'm still trying to save some money up to get it fixed, but I am out here today winterizing it because it's Virginia, it's getting pretty cold for the next 8 days or so. So I'm going to show you guys some things that I'm doing to keep warm out here. The first thing is my stove that I got. This is just a regular camp stove inside there with a butane burner. But I didn't like the stability of that by itself, so I put it inside of a wood burning stove, which is a little thicker. It gets warm to the touch, but it doesn't get hot, and that's enough to keep me warm. That's enough to heat up a cup of coffee. I don't run it all night. I just run it for about an hour before I go to bed, and that keeps me nice and warm. Some other things down here that I'm going to experiment with trying to winterize. One thing about the butane, it will freeze and not work if it gets too cold. So I went ahead and got a sleeve for my butane canisters, and I'm going to see how that holds up tonight. Another thing that will freeze is your water, which makes getting coffee in the morning pretty difficult. So I've got my cooler here with my water in it, no ice. And I'm going to try putting some of these, or one of these, hot hands in there. Somebody recommended that to me. These are the ones that stick on. So I'm going to stick it to the lid of the cooler and pop the cooler just a little bit and see if that will keep my water from freezing. I've got some USB hand warmers, and these you can throw in your pockets, or you can throw them in the bottom of the sleeping bag, either one. And lastly, I had to get some foam. The only place I have any draft in my van is this one crack in the door. And I think that if I cut this foam to fit, I'll be able to seal that off pretty well. I have a really nice curtain that seals off the front, and I have nice side curtains on the side there with the bandanas. You see them, they close, and that closes off the back so that everything stays nice and toasty in here. And I even pulled out my sleeping bag, which I have not used since Cody, Wyoming. So I'm pretty sure that I'm going to stay fairly warm in here, even in 20 or 30 degree heat. So I don't have to stay in my van tonight, but I think I'm going to test it out just to see if it's doable. And if I get too cold, I just turn the ignition on the other van and drive myself home. So stay warm, guys, and have a good day.